thought we have a weapon. They are not prepared for.
What's up, everybody? This is the Popcorn in Your Beer podcast crew. I'm your boy Rashad. Oh man, Duke.
It's your boy Duke, your favorite fat person.
And yesterday we went to go see The Woman King. So we could do this. We could do this one or two ways. We could just go ahead and just talk about it. We can I guess we can split it up. Okay, let's do this. Let's do spoilery without giving away, I guess, what happens. Because I do want people to go see this. So we can do like spoilery.
Yeah, I mean I can do that.
Okay, so we ain't gonna give away, like we'll talk about like plot points and things like that, without giving away, much of what happened. But before we do that, man, I just gotta say something. To everybody complaining about this movie not being authentic or like it's based on a true story, but they ain't giving the whole story. Listen here. Braveheart, Rudy, Judas and the Black Messiah, A Beautiful Mind, American Sniper, The Revenant, The Blind Side, Captain Phillips, The Pursuit of Happiness, The Fighter, Straight Outta Compton, 300, Elvis, Fight, Pocahontas, Cool Runnings. You know what all those movies have in common? They're based on true events, but a lot of the stuff in it isn't true. Leave these women alone, man. Like, if you really want to know what the true story of the Dahomey was, go watch a documentary. Go watch a documentary, man. It's a movie. It's Hollywood. It's not meant to be, 100% accurate. That's why it's based on true events. It doesn't say actual true events, or it would be a documentary. It's not a documentary. It's not a docuseries.
Right.
And it just baffles me, man. It's when it comes down to Black women being on screen or Black people being on screen, all of a sudden, not everybody in an uproar. Oh, it needs to be authentic. Let's talk about this. If you have personal problems with the movie because it affects you in a personal way, seeing as if you had ancestors that suffer from this, or you had, somebody that suffer from this, I get it. Okay, that's a different beef with the movie. But at the same time, if you're looking for something that's 100% accurate, don't watch a documentary. But if you want something fun and exciting, go support these ladies, man, because they did their damn thing.
Let me say this too, right? And I could be wrong. Well, I'm probably not. So, thing is, when it comes to these movies that's based off of true events or whatever, it doesn't, like you said, it doesn't say this is exactly what happened. Even movies that are, based on true events are not all the way accurate. You can like stuff like Ray, the Temptations movie, Radio, like all these movies that are based off people. It's so much stuff in these movies that wasn't there, wasn't exactly like this, wasn't exactly like that. People be wanting people to look exactly like the people, or he wasn't that tall, he was actually kind of shorter, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. They didn't really wear those colors, like stupid stuff like that. First of all, you don't know because you wasn't there. So let the imagination do what the imagination is supposed to do.
Yeah,
give these people their flowers.
Yeah, everybody loved 300 and don't realize Leonidas died at the beginning. That man ain't even make it to the end. So cut it out. But anyway, we get out so about. We're gonna talk about this movie. I want to give these ladies some real love, because when I tell you, bro, from the start of the movie, they came out there killing it, literally.
Right.
Like they were putting hands on people.
I seen the thing where they were showing how, the workout regimen and the training they did, bro. When I tell you, I see 100% of it.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of movies where guys have done training, and I was like, he probably need a couple more weeks. But these women, bro, they salute to them.
Right. No, that's big facts, man. It was just crazy, man, because this is, to be honest, it's a low budget like blockbuster. I think it was like the budget was like $50 million or whatever. They put all that into training. Like all that money went into personal trainers or something.
They definitely did, because I got something to say about that, bro.
Because bro, I remember you talking about this one scene when they were oiling up. I was like, boy, it's fight me. Fight me.
Hey, I'm the bad guy.
It is a lot of action in this, but it's also a lot of dialogue. And it didn't take me out the movie. It didn't take me out the movie, man. I was like I was in it the whole time. It was just like, even like in little small parts when we saw and we both were laughing at like that same part when they thought it was going for a kiss and then they ended up taking the knife. Like that was a funny part that I don't even think was supposed to be funny, but bro, that thing had me laughing.
The same thing.
Viola Davis, man. Can she get her flowers, bro? Like, if she don't get an Oscar for this performance, bro, I don't know what to say.
When I tell you her range is crazy,
is all get out.
Like if she was a basketball player, bro, she would be Steph Curry with the shot, bro. Like she just
pulling up from half court.
Half court,
she pulling up from
half court, shoot the ball, turn around, clap before the ball even go in type shit.
Bro, and do the shimmy. Do the shimmy. Yeah.
That lady, man, like you can't even add nobody. It's like you could honestly, I could probably watch this movie 50 times. With her character, bro, I didn't see nothing wrong. I didn't see nothing wrong. I'm not pretty sure there's gonna be some sapsuckers out there be like, oh, no, it could have been like this. But at the same time, look at who she is. You know how long she's been doing this and the high level that she had in the movie.
Absolutely,
was crazy.
Absolutely, man. I kid you not, man. Like her character, John Boyega, almost made me want to hate him a little bit. Like I liked him at the beginning, but like towards the end, I was like, you the king and everything. But like you said, like a person plays roles so well that you start to like feel them in real life. Like I was like real life, like
right.
Like, all right, my G. Like I ain't feeling you all the way. But man, like some of the other characters, like Lashana Lynch, boy, she came through. Like I like what Viola Davis did, but I think that Lashana Lynch might have been my favorite character. I'm not. I don't know. It's hard to say. Because what's the young lady's name? Thuso Mbedu. I think that's how you say her name. If I mispronounced it, I am so sorry. But it is all out of respect. But she was the young one that had just started in the King's Guard. And man, she brought it too. But for me, Lashana Lynch kind of stole the show because she was like the comedic relief almost. But like she did her comedy in a way where it wasn't like that Marvel comedy where it kind of takes you out of the movie. Like she did her comedy where like it was well played. Like I said, there was a lot of dialogue. But with the dialogue, it never took away from the action of the movie because they kept the pacing. They kept the pacing pretty well. For a 2-hour movie, like it didn't feel like 2 hours.
Right. I said the same thing. Like it didn't start slow. It didn't start slow at all. And it died down, but not to like a plateau type died down. Like it was still, you know what I'm saying? But sidebar, yeah. She was bait. This movie for me, bro. Yeah. Lynch was bro. She bro. that one scene, brother, at the last fight scene that was getting ready, brother, and she did a little dance, and she was
Oh
all
yeah. When she hit the knife on the chest, oh, bro.
Man, listen. Hey. Ooh, Mama say, Mama Saba, Mama Sa. I said, I started questioning myself, like, what is going on here? Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, bro?
Yeah. Sheila Team was a tall one, bro. That move she did with the spear toward the end,
yeah.
Even
Bro,
in the trailer, that got me, bro. I was like, golly, boy.
Listen, I liked how she was walking. When she was walking down the hallway, I think it's the same scene. She was just walking down the hallway. It's people like around her.
Yeah.
She was tunnel vision.
She knew what she wanted.
Yeah, you in front of me? Got you.
She knew what she wanted.
Like, got you, bro. Got you.
Oh man. There was some dudes in here that how'd you feel about the villain, man? The dude, Jimmy Dukoye. He played Oba in the movie.
Oh yeah. He was okay, but at the same time, I really don't care about villains.
He was a money villain. Like he wasn't. So you hated him, but like you didn't hate him like as in like you know like
he was a boss villain. Like he wasn't like he wasn't somebody that like if you was playing a video game, he's the last level. He's the guy that hey, over here, over there, like tell people because old girl got in that. Hey, bro,
them fights between him and Viola Davis. Yeah, they were intense.
Yeah, I felt like he was losing the whole time. He got a couple of good
he was. So I see, and that's what I liked about this. So the women weren't frail. You believed when they were gonna get into a fight, they had a chance to win against these dudes. Because they weren't like little, like how can a woman win a fight? Nah, brother. You looked at them like, how can these men win this fight?
Exactly.
Like, especially that opening scene, man. Because I'm telling you like this. If I was in that crew, that opening scene crew, and I saw them stand up out the bushes, I'm headed the other way. I'm leaving.
I'm going the other way.
I'm gone.
And that's the thing. That's the thing, bro. So sometimes you gotta just know when to take an L.
Like
a L is not always bad.
L sometimes stands for living. Because I'm telling you like this, boy. When they came out them bushes, it like, bro, you seen like 30 of them. They came out the bushes. You know what? I'm about to head out, y'all.
Oh,
it was fun. This was fun. I appreciate y'all for inviting me to this camp out. Yeah. I gotta go.
One thing. So this is what I'm telling you, right? This is where like I put myself in places, right? When the first scene, when the guy looked back and he heard a noise and he kind of went back, I guarantee you if I was a person in the background, I wouldn't have been in the second shot.
Would have been gold.
I wouldn't have been.
Hey, I'm out of here.
I wouldn't have been in the second shot.
Ain't no way, big dog.
Man, it was. You know what? I'm gonna just jump to something real quick, bro, and I'm trying to make this not as spoiler as possible. But it was. I don't know if did you catch it, but my grandmother was like a huge influence in my life. My grandmother was the type of person that she would tell you stuff when you're young, and you find out when you're older what the heck it means and how to, because you knew as a child you can't use that right now. It don't make no sense. It was a part, one of my favorite parts at the beginning of training of what's the name, the new one, I forgot, when she started training now, and she started training, and the first weapon they gave her was a rope. And she's like, this is not a weapon. This is not a weapon. Use the rope. Just here's a rope. Here's a piece of string. Use it. And when she started fighting, she used that rope. with that knife, when I tell you the amount of growth and wisdom that come with that, a lot of people wouldn't even like thought about that. But she took this thing and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna use these two things to make one thing to have a good advantage of people. I thought that was a good lesson that a lot of people may not or they may have caught on to, that use what you got to try to get to where you're going. And she used the hell out of that rope, bro.
Oh, that she did. That she did. So so the king, right? John Boyega played a good part. He played it wasn't one of his, I wouldn't say his most riveting roles where he just, took over the scene, because it was all about the women.
Yeah.
And speaking of women, this man had some of the baddest women that had to be on the African continent.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, about 67.
I was like, it was like my love.
Brother.
Where the bed be? It's crazy.
He had a lot of little wives or whatever he was.
Yeah, it was crazy, man, because like going back and watching this and like thinking, ever since I saw the trailer, like I went back and I watched the trailer reaction I had for it. And I had that same excitement sitting there watching the movie. And it was just like, from beginning to end, man, like even like the little small parts, it was just like the training, man, like the training was brutal. Like, it's PG-13. Don't think that makes them slip on the action. It's right. PG-13. I can tell you like this, they don't slip on the action, because like that one scene, man, it's like this scene where they're training to be the King's Guard, and they walk through they have to get through these thorn bushes. Bro, I was like, yeah, no, y'all got it, because I'm gonna tell you like this. First one would have stuck me. I'm not. Hey, come get me.
You know what? Let me tell you where the realistic me comes in again, right? You remember the part when she got through the thorns? She went to go help her friend. I'm the friend. I'm swinging on you when I get out. She was pulling her. Bro, she was pulling her through the thorns. It was making it worse.
Because like, let me tell you, because they show it, but they don't show, but you hear it. Like you hear it, like you hear like I was like, no.
No, ma'am.
But they do touch on the slave aspect a lot, and like one of the scenes that kind of like I was a little upset at, but I know it's because it's supposed to make you feel that way. But they were walking through the jungle, and my man had the two slaves carrying him in the little hammock.
Yeah.
I said, man, if y'all don't throw them.
I remember that. I remember you got mad.
I said, boy, if y'all don't throw him in the ocean or something, just get rid of, man.
That boy was comfy too, cuz.
He was sitting there slumped.
Comfy. And what made me mad about that too is his supposedly best friend that he grew up was walking with the slaves, and he bone tied. It's supposed to be your boy. Listen, when we get to camp, it's a misunderstanding, cuz.
Yeah. No. It was no misunderstanding, because he told him. He said, "You lucky I don't have you up there too."
Oh, I must miss that part.
Oh yeah, because he was like trying to save the girls, and he said, "You lucky I don't have you up there too." I said, "What?" But hey.
Oh, goddamn.
Nah, big dog. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like the biggest action scene was when they when they go to the Slavers Bay, because that's when it was just no holds bar. They was just in that Merc City.
It was mad.
They said ain't nobody making it out. They said it'll kill everybody.
And they said what she said. No, we take no prisoners.
Yeah, we ain't taking no prisoners.
We taking no prisoners.
Everybody gotta go.
Everybody go like a clip sale, cuz.
Yeah, there were some sad parts in here. And the sad parts are like big spoilers, so I'm not really gonna touch on a lot of those. But so if you had to choose your favorite character, who would you choose out of everybody?
Why are you asking me that crazy question?
Lashana Lynch. Okay, I got you, bro.
Lashana Lynch. Yes.
I don't know, man. It's kind of between her and Thuso and Begu. Like, I feel like those two is hard, bro. Because like they were kind of like the same character towards the end. Like she was just a younger version.
Right.
But I get you. Lashana Lynch, she brought it all.
She remind me of that big brother, big sister, OG teammate, the first person that you come in contact with to give you the guide on trying to be the best of whatever you're trying to be. You know, you got your big brother, give you the guy. You know, I remember when I was going to middle school, my brother sat me down, gave me a big speech about middle school, you know, stuff like that, football teams, you know, stuff like that. So I think she did a good job on caring for her, but also because she know how good she was and how good she could be, she did enough to get her prepared. And I just think her character was dope. And I don't know. So I mean, what could we say? You know, besides,
I don't want to spoil it. don't spoil it for him. Don't spoil it.
I'm about to say,
yeah, don't spoil it for him. But no, Jane, I think it was Jane was the name. Because I looked up like as soon as the movie was over. I looked up the main wife of the king. I think her name was like Jamie Lawson. Jamie Lawson. She played the main wife. Boy, King has some taste. I'll say that.
Yes,
he has some taste, man. But in all seriousness, though, like there are some parts in this movie that touch on the thing that everybody's complaining about, and it's the slave trade and Africans selling other Africans into the slave trade. And I know that's touchy for a lot of people. Doing a lot of the research that I have done, especially when I was like studying African American studies and stuff like that, it's some things that kind of makes your skin crawl a little bit. Especially when you learn about how Africans sold other Africans into slavery. But you know, it touches on that, but it more so tells a story of the women. Like I think people are more so wanting them to delve into, you know, the slavery time. I mean, okay, they could have. They didn't. It's Hollywood, man. They ain't that. Nobody want to see that.
Right.
I don't want to see that. So they didn't touch on that. Like I said at the beginning, if you want that story, if you want to know about what happened, check out a documentary, because that's where you're gonna get the real answers from. You're not gonna get it from a movie. I don't care how much money they throw into a Hollywood movie, you are not gonna get accuracy. It's just not gonna happen.
It's not. Not only that, even what you sit here saying you did research, bro. That's the only stuff that was documented. So even the history books, I'm pretty sure it's not 100% right on. So like stuff like that, just it doesn't bother me. But you know, everybody different.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it just kind of depends on what you want to do. If that's the story that you're looking for, like I said, I recommend you go to a history book, go to YouTube, go to the History Channel. You know what I'm saying? Look up some stuff yourself. But if you go into this movie thinking that you about to get that, that's not what you about to get. You want to delve into some stuff that you didn't like or something that you didn't like about the movie?
The only thing I can say that I was talking about the budget, and the movie did kind of give me studio vibes a little bit. Well, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it did give me a lot of like studio vibe. I thought it would be more of a, like really outside type of feel. But it was that. Also, it's not a dislike for me, but I think I just didn't pay attention to the trailer the right way. I thought it was going to be a different storyline. I thought, in my mind, because I'm Duke. My storyline was, I know the slave trade thing was happening, not slave trade, but I thought it was going to be more of a, she was the king of this village, and the white man was coming there to take people, and she was fighting back.
That's kind of what they made the trailer seem like. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's what they kind of made it say.
That's why I thought she was like, we must protect this house type of deal. Yeah. That's what I thought. So, but it kind of threw me off, which was a good thing, because it threw my expectations out the window. It threw mine out the window. I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't go into this movie thinking I was gonna like it.
I can understand.
I thought there was, because Black Panther coming up soon and all that type of stuff. I thought it was a way of, I thought they were just trying to force feed these type of movies out so fast when they know other stuff is coming out too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. For me, it was it had a little bit of that Hollywood predictability to it. In certain parts. Like it's just like you kind of guessed it before. Like, well, you guessed it while it was happening. You're like, oh, I know what's going on. And like, of course, it turns out to be true. It wasn't a lot of it, but it was a few things that you were just like, oh, okay, I guess so. This is gonna be foreshadowing that this is gonna happen.
Right.
And they didn't do it, but I thought they were gonna do it. The whole love thing, they're trying to sprinkle that in there. I was like, all right, man, chill out. So I was okay with that, but yeah, just a little bit of predictable. Other than that, I would say I didn't really have any big issues, especially like I said, the pacing was on point.
Right.
For a 2-hour movie, it didn't feel like 2 hours. So yeah. What would your rating be?
Oh, it's definitely popcorn. My opinion. 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I said yesterday. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Thinking on it, sitting and thinking on it, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, definitely popcorn in my beer. It was one of those things, man. I don't know. I really want to go back and watch it again.
I'm going back. I'm taking people with me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If Mo hasn't seen it by then, man, he has seen it by then. We can go in Miami and see it. If you down in Miami, catch it.
I do it. I might go back and go today and see it. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, that was our review for The Woman King. What do y'all think? What are y'all thoughts? Have you seen it? What is your rating? What are your thoughts on it? Like, who's your favorite character? Let us know what your favorite scene is. Don't try to spoil it for everybody. Give them a little bit of time, but just let us know. Let us know what you think. It was a fun time. It was definitely a fun time. Definitely a fun time for me, man. We were sitting there. It was crazy because like the people that were in the theater with us, we didn't know them, but it felt like it. But it felt like it, man. It was crazy because it was like certain parts we were all kind of feeling like the same way on, and they were like commenting, we were commenting back. Like the lady that was sitting next to me, bruh, she was having like a conniption over there. Well, I don't know what was going on. like, Jesus. But it was fun, man. It was a fun watch, man. I recommend everybody go see it. Take your kids. It's a movie you can take your kids to. It's some scenes you probably gonna have to, explain to them, but I would definitely recommend taking your kids to it.
Right.
It's not a movie where it's like a bunch of gore and a bunch of blood. Like, there's some scenes where, hey, cover your eyes up. But I like,
especially your girls, man. Especially taking.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I like the most about this, man? They gave these women such a powerful appeal and didn't even have to show them naked. Like, because like, well, you give this to anybody else, they're gonna put these thong
put thongs on them, these little shawls, they superpower is they breath out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like they have been done made them up looking crazy and stuff like that. Like, what? Who are they fighting with that on? But nah, it was crazy to see like the development of everything. And I ain't, because I didn't know what to think. Because it was crazy because what happened was I knew about, because I'm in the comics, so I read about the Dora Milaje. So I knew about the women protectors of the Dahomey. So I knew about them because the Dora Milaje was based off of them.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, like, I researched everything and I found out about them, and that led down the rabbit hole of finding out about like how they were, in the slave trade and everything like that. And I think like that's why I was hesitant on this movie, because I'm not really big on like slave movies. So it's like, for me, this wasn't that, and it showed Africa in a better light than a lot of people be seeing it, because every time they show Africa, it's like these swollen belly babies, the dang on there's dust everywhere. There's no kind of rich nature, no nothing. And just like, I like that movies are starting to show that there's more to Africa than just these little dust huts and stuff like that. So yeah, man. Yeah. So we're gonna catch y'all next time for another review. And we don't know what's coming out next. We're gonna see. We gotta see. I think it's Black Panther that's coming out next, but I don't know. It might be some stuff in October. But I've been your boy Rashad.
It's your boy Duke, your favorite fat person.
And we're gonna see y'all next time. Peace.
We are the Dahomey!